This nigga just said, follow me.
Come on. Basic properly.
Decent pop.
Oh, uncle is opening here. Nice, huh? Uncle is opening here. Nice.
I can't taste it properly, somebody mentioned.
Thank you, uncle. Okay, the topic is?
The topic is basically, yeah, like I mentioned, how ignoring your subconscious mind has been holding you back. And now, well, in this video, I've got a couple points that I'd like to discuss, but seeing as we linked up, I want to hear your point of view from it. And I'm going to let them hear your point of view of it.
Okay, well, ask the question again. How you've been ignoring yourself?
Yeah, how do you feel that ignoring your subconscious has affected you? And in this conversation, how do you think you can, like, you know, provide some guidance and some way of going about it and fixing it and reestablishing a subconscious mind that is proactive to the things that you want rather than the things that you don't want?
Okay. I'd like to think. Okay, I'm astray just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there's just one point I want to bring across, right? You know how they say as a man you have a feminine and a masculine state, right?
Yeah.
I would like to think that your subconscious is more like the feminine state of yourself, right? Because similar to how, you know, your mother somehow knows what's best.
Sure.
Or she has that second thought.
Yeah, that maybe you
should, you know.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like that's the one point I want to bring across, right? Is that that's the feminine in you, right? So it's important to understand that now we try to understand what is the subconscious, right? And similar to how we just mentioned, now we're like, okay, the subconscious is the second thought, right? But I wouldn't like to necessarily see it as like a second thought, right? Because that now it undervalues the concept of the subconscious.
Yeah.
Right? And what you must understand is that the subconscious is the spirit. The subconscious is in fact the driver of the driver of your awareness, in a sense, if I could put it. You know, the true
Really?
driver. The true driver. Because you are the autopilot.
No. Okay.
You are the autopilot.
Are you not the driver?
When it has to listen, when you are in this day and age, when you are in normal state,
Sure.
you're actually on autopilot.
Okay.
You are in actual fact in autopilot, right? And it's only when you take those deep breaths and return to your subconscious and return to the voice within you, is when you realize that, oh shit, I'm actually the driver of this thing.
Word.
I'm actually the driver of this thing, and
Word,
that's
word.
when now you embody what? The subconscious. That's where you embody the subconscious. That's when you tap into the fine line. That's when you tap into the other side of the fine line between feminine and masculine. especially as men, it's important to understand that. Because that's where you are most expressive, not necessarily to other people, but to yourself. You express emotion to yourself. You accept yourself for the emotions and flaws that you have in that current state, in that moment.
Sure. In the feminine energy.
Whereas in masculine, you mirror those things against the things you told yourself you were gonna do and didn't do. And you begin to shun yourself. You begin to put yourself in exile in masculine state.
Word.
Which is why it's required for you to embody the feminine and understand that in you being feminine, you are not feminine.
You're just expressing another side of yourself.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
and you should be in gratitude to have the luxury to experience both. Right? To utilize both. To be able to utilize both.
Yeah, because those are the niggas that actually win in life. Eh?
They win in life.
They win in life. Like anybody who's willing to say, yo, right now I'm working, masculine energy. But now it's like, yo, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, I'm enjoying. Yes. You know what I mean? That's the 100%.
100%. So that's the thing. That's one thing I've realized is that as a man, you need to reason. You need to set time to reason with yourself. I know at certain times you don't want to reason because you understand the concept of time, and that in this day and age there's certain things you must fulfill to fulfill the true things that you desire. Yeah, but it's important to reason with yourself at times.
As a man, it's necessary.
You understand, and that's why. That's where reasoning with yourself is when you tap into your subconscious. Because it's similar to how there's north.
Yeah.
And then there's true north.
True north.
Subconscious is true north. Subconscious is true north, where you are north.
Yeah, because the conscious mind is influenced by what's happening now. But the subconscious is replaying what has happened and is picking up on the most, like, it's picking up the averages basically.
The averages compared to the last time.
Yeah. Picking up the averages. Word. I hear that.
Yeah, it's trying to link. It's trying to bring forth the pattern.
Sure.
Like where does the pattern
lie?
Where does the pattern lie between what has happened and what is happening?
And what feeling do I attach to it?
Which would be relevant.
Ooh, because this is leading me to a path of trading. Now to the beginner trader, something that also keeps a lot of people losing, and that is implanted in their subconscious. You know the trauma of blowing an account, bro.
Yeah.
Like it gets so comforting sometimes to lose that you're like, yo,
thank God that's over.
You know?
Thank God that's over.
Like it shouldn't be comforting to lose sometimes, to just find yourself in a losing position, right?
Yeah.
No, find yourself in a losing position after price at least went in your direction.
At least.
To say, okay, yeah, if I heal it, but the people I needed to be there weren't there. So it's not actually a loss, it's just it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I didn't lose anything. What I wanted just didn't happen.
That's all.
And in that subconscious, like, they like to now build a case for themselves where they find somehow they attach every bad instance where they've lost.
Okay.
Where they've lost the struggle. Some cases where they've lost their mom team.
Yeah.
Some cases where they lost their job. When you're in a losing streak, like when you lose 10 trades straight, man, let's talk about that. But you get where I'm going, like in your subconscious mind too. What I've seen and what has kept me in the game and what I've come across and what has allowed me to be where I'm at now. In the subconscious, how I've programmed it is that thing of don't tie it to a loss. You didn't lose anything, because at the end of the day, this was probabilistic. It could have happened.
You paid the price to find out.
You get me?
You paid the price to find out. And what's nice is you in a sense have a point of control of how much you pay.
Thank you.
So if you're already comfortable with the cost,
yeah,
then automatically that should be at least an entry door to not tying anything specific to it. And not saying that I've lost.
no, it's accepting that you don't choose not to pay the price, but instead you choose which price you pay.
You choose which price you pay.
You choose which price you pay. It's like going outside with an umbrella, bro. When you go outside with an umbrella, you know, the probabilities of it raining are, you know, depending on the day, you know, 80, 60,
law.
you understand?
Yeah.
Same thing with trading. When you put that trade, it's you walking out with an umbrella. And if it rains, then hallelujah, at least I had my umbrella. You know what I mean?
Nah, man.
I was safe. But now if you don't at least have an umbrella, how you gonna, you know, how you gonna get rained on, gonna get wet? Didn't get anything. Come by,
yo. L day,
bro.
L day.
At least just one, bro.
Yeah.
In back testing. In the name of back testing. At least one in the name of back testing. It wasn't a live trade. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a serious trade. But it was in the name of back testing. Because that's how I've found myself to at least try to make some profit from trading when I'm not like actually in that zone of like, yo, Ndwana, here I'm making Zam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the name of back testing to say, now my setup came out today. I'm gonna put just one position. You know, usually Mandem is liable to put 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
10 is 10 is standard operation.
Yeah.
But now today I'm just putting one because I wanna see if it's gonna play out. Boom! Plays out. So in that story, I hope it came across that your subconscious is basically built by you. You are the Lord and master of your thoughts, bro.
Yes.
As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you thought of yourself as a good man and you know you don't commit a crime, but when time comes and the purge pushes, bro, you're the first one to be running into Spar, grabbing diapers, grabbing your baby milk, grabbing, you know, botastic. Your subconscious is made by you, bro. So what are you putting in your subconscious?
What are you putting in your subconscious?
Bro, this is subconscious. This is everything you've accumulated. This is the programming of your character. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever played like role-playing games, what role-playing game can I attach? Maybe GTA. If not GTA, maybe COD, Call of Duty. If not COD, maybe...
Why? Nah, leave it for the OGs. COD, they know. They know COD.
You know, COD.
The OGs gotta know.
And then if not that, God of War. If not God of War, Agent 47. Like a role-playing game where you're a character, right? In that role-playing game of your character, he has a subconscious where he knows that he is this type of person. He performs these type of actions. When he walks like this. When he talks like this. You know what I'm saying? Those are all subconscious actions. Subconscious is now, ooh, that is fucking clean, bro. Wow.
That's nice.
But yeah, subconscious, my guy. Subconscious is now when you have that character programming.
Yeah.
To be like, yeah, I'm Agent 47. I'm CJ, you know. Or I'm Franklin, you know what I'm saying? And Franklin does this, Franklin behaves like that. So your subconscious is nothing more than your programming. Don't think of it as, something far. Nah. It's your programming, something that you put in yourself. The things you do, the things you don't do. You understand? The things you are not liable to do. Once you figure that out, like once you have set your own subconscious, like once you set the programming for yourself, like what can stop you, bro?
Thanks.
If death does not scare that guy, bro, what scares him? If I fear not death, what shall I fear, bro? Because the conscious is now when we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
But the subconscious is when you go back and reason and find what you were supposed to hear from that conversation.
Amen.
That's the subconscious.
That is
like,
very
okay,
nice.
clean, bro. That's a rap, though.
Yeah, facts. It's Ramsky.
Hlale phansi uthi no man. Oh man, what was he saying? That was conscious. That was vibe. That was, yeah. That I could learn from. Because the wise man doesn't like close off consciousness.
He can never.
The wise man doesn't say that's wrong. No, the wise man says hi. Yes.
Cool. You're born and now it's off. Cool. Don't do that.
Fine. You heard? Another thing, bro. When your subconscious is off, when you've picked up habits that you know are not good for you, subconsciously, right?
Yeah.
It's correcting that, yo, bro. People don't talk about like when you correct yourself. That's literally when you're sculpting yourself. When you're chiseling that king. Take that off. That shit is hard, bro.
It's hard.
Bro.
Understanding that each shaving is a shaving you can't replace.
I can't replace, but it's worth it.
So fast, it's worth it.
It's worth it. It was worth it for me to have it at that time, and it's worth it for me not to have it now.
Yeah, facts.
It's worth it. Yeah, one thing I like to tie to is like relationships.
Yeah.
You know, a person can become addictive, bro. Like a person can become addictive, like their hug, their smell, their presence, bro. Like, yo, we don't talk about that enough. Like,
don't say that, bro.
Nah. Wait.
Is it closed? Don't say that, no. It's not closed, is it? Oh yeah, it's not closed.
It's not closed. Okay, let me carry on my point, man.
Yo, I'm doing this the hard way, bro. You know, could have just round out that side.
You conscious. Conscious.
Alright, let's try the drive through, boy. We nice like that.
For real.
We hit drive throughs.
Alright. Well, yeah. When you have to correct yourself, when you have to kuza yourself, when you parent yourself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We don't talk about that element enough. The fact that, especially as a man, from the masculine standpoint, there's that element of now you having to father yourself.
Sure.
I'm told, where you father yourself. Where you be like, no, bro, relax.
Yeah.
Take a pause.
Roll
it. Yeah, man. Parenting yourself. Where you have to be now embracing the father in you and the son in you, bro.
Question, do you guys have any like salted caramel latte or something? Or vanilla latte?
Yeah, we have salted caramel latte.
Okay. Okay, Bella.
I didn't end it, it's paused.
No, I know, but you know, just shit you can keep as clips and just listen back and be like, oh wow. Oh, Gunja, what's that drink that man put me on?
Oh yeah.
Now it's
fair
like,
enough. But it's gonna be recorded though. It's gonna be recorded. Fair enough.
But you know what I'm saying? Because when a nigga's not here and you're just playing that video back and you salted caramel latte, and now you know what I mean? You can spend on that. Like, yo, let me go buy me a coffee machine and make caramel lattes in the name of mine religiously.
No, I know how to make a latte. That's the thing.
Religiously, though.
Fuck.
Religiously. All right, though. Me.
Because it's my standard.
It's my
It's my way of life.
Because it was his way, it's not my way.
Yeah. Coffee beans.
Yeah. God. I'm a big coffee guy.
And coffee, man. Mouse Kuza and like Mouse Kuza, what's the conversation like? For me, it's like, yo, Ntwana, do you really wanna do this right now? Is that something your kids would clap hands for you for doing? Ah, that's a trip, though. That's a trip, bro. Mouse Kuza. Alright, gents, we need to talk about that. Like when you parent yourself, when you correct yourself, when you discipline yourself.
You know Singoma, man?
Who's trying to bell?
Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna split after this coffee. No, oh, I thought it said calling, bro.
I called you by mistake.
This is the second time in the space of 20 days.
Since like they pinged my phone.
Okay, I'll fade it, no flop.
Yeah, man. Otherwise, none.
I'm easy, boy.
Yeah, man. But you calling funny.
Nah, I don't think so. I got mission to run at the band of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I'll be great.
Bless him, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Nah. Did you ever think about your world when you're making like 25k a month?
Yeah.
In your name. Not business, like
Yeah.
business
Your name.
neighbor, like you have a credit card where you spend 25k, you're like, oh, Ivy, Jack, yo. Ivy.
I'm doing shit like this, bro.
Yo. Ivy.
With 25k, I'm doing shit like this.
Just chilling.
Just chilling, bro. On some vibey shit, bro. On some vibey shit, bro.
Because it's that goal setting. Because everyone wants to make $1 million, right? But how you gonna get to that million?
How you gonna get to that? Millie. Really?
You can't get to that million straight off the bat. First you gotta stack with $10 on top.
Facts.
Stacking up $10, you got 100.
Yeah.
Focus on getting more $100. After a minute, you got 1,000.
Thousands, bro.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's going to be 98.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Lattes.
My goodness.
Yeah, Grumpy's Cafe, gents.
What? In a very simple presentation with something so nice inside, bro. What?
Mental.
They said, I forget our presentation. Check what's inside.
They told him none.
Others invest in logos on the caps. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, yo, too much. Even shining my color car, even orange cars, whatever they are. It's like, yo, plain white cardboard wrapping on the side so you can get it nice and warm for you. Whoa. Wow, man. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Damn, only one. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Poison.
Wow.
I'm tired.
Bro, did I tell you I'm trying to get like caps?
Caps. Veneers.
No, caps.
Caps. Diamond caps. What?
Yeah, silver caps, gold caps.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like have a go-to.
Like permanently there or a cap?
Permanently there. Like,
Oh, you are there. Okay, what's the consciousness behind that before I start disagreeing?
basically what Morgan Freeman did. You see, Morgan Freeman apparently has earrings that are worth
buy him
enough
a casket.
You know what I mean?
In any country.
Any country. So me, same time I got 23 karat gold just chilling there, and I know I'm sorted, dog. Ain't nobody got to sweat about me.
I'd rather make. But they can equally be, what you call this, ruined. I say a toenail, boy.
What?
Have a gold toenail.
You can hop on that. You can hop on that.
It's hidden.
You can hop on that.
It's hidden. Ain't nobody can rob me of that if they were to know. Because you have to go with my leg, bro.
Assuming you have to go with my tooth.
Oh.
I remember fighting with my tooth.
They equally, they fair enough. They fair enough. Miss gave toenail, boy. I have a permanent toenail, though. Yeah, that foot's gonna be slightly heavier, but hey, you know what I'm saying? It's how I be, man. It's how I be. Young turn. Kawaii, boy. Extra week.
Kashila,